Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, career, money, and finance for July 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or private reading. These are kept pretty short so that you have time to watch your moon and rising signs for a little bit more information, because these are general readings. If you need more than that, just go to my website and you can book yourself a personal reading there. Otherwise, let's get started with our Leos. What do we have? Career, money, finance, Leo, July 2019. The Queen of Swords. You're going to need to be on your game. Why? Let's find out why. Because you get the Knight of Cups. Okay. I definitely feel like work-oriented when it comes to this. This is saying, listen, you got somebody at work. This is definitely a work thing, or somebody that wants you to loan them money, one or the other. You need to be, like, the Queen of Swords filters out all the crap. She can see, she's like Judge Judy, right? She can see, like, you're lying, you're not telling the truth, this is right, this is wrong. Like, she can see it. And the Knight of Cups, Knights are bringers. This is going to be a big wad, a big sack of emotional energy. So there may be someone, like a family member perhaps, who's like, oh, I need money, I need a job, something like that. And they're going to play on your emotions. This can be somebody at work trying to get you to take on a project that isn't really a project that you want. Or maybe it is, but the Queen of Swords, like I said, she knows right from wrong and who's full of crap and who's not. So you're going to want to make sure you're kind of relying on that sort of energy when it comes to whatever this is. I mean, this can also be a financial decision. Like maybe buying a new house, refinancing, maybe, maybe you go see a house and your kids are like, oh, I want it. And part of you is like, we really can't afford this. So, your kids wanting, or your husband or wife wanting. Make sure you employ this Queen of Swords who's like, no. Or like, yeah, we can afford this. Let's do it, But either way, do not let the rush of emotion guide your decisions. You want to make sure that you are being super unemotional about it when it comes right down to it. You're not going to want to make snap decisions about any of this kind of stuff, but you are going to need to weigh your options. Even if you make like a list, good and bad, and then you like write all the things down so you can actually see it in front of you. If you can't, the emotion sometimes is hard to sort out. Now, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about knowing where your finances are. And I love that she's with the Queen, because the Queen does not let you lie to yourself. So you need to really, especially with an emotionally charged financial decision, whether it's like a work thing, maybe they want you to take on, maybe your employer wants you to take on more work for like not any more money. And you're like, why the heck would I do that? Anything. Maybe they want to give you a promotion, but it's going to take away a lot of time from your family. You've got to really look at your finances here. And if you notice, she knows where all her stuff is. They say this can be like the miser card, but in my opinion, in this situation, I see it more like you need to know where your finances are. You need to know where stuff is. You need to be really, really highly responsible, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's deemed miserly to know where your money is. Okay, to know where your finances are, to know where your insurance policies are, to know where all of the important things that relate to your financial well-being, to know where they are. Check your pay stubs, make sure you're getting paid for your overtime, that kind of stuff. Now, you also have this Two of Swords, which is like, la, 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 I'm not paying attention. Okay, that's directly here with this Four of Pentacles. You can't do this. You can't ignore that. And the tendency, especially given that you've got this emotional energy, is to just la, 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 I'm going to do whatever I want. But this Four of Pentacles and this Queen of Swords will not allow you to do that. Not making a decision is making a decision to do nothing. You have to make a decision to do something, okay? You can't ignore all these things that are swirling around, because they are swirling around. And I mean, they're there, right? And if they aren't there yet, they're coming, and they're coming. Let's get some more information, though. This is an interesting month for everybody for career, money, finance. Never what I expect. Ace of Wands. Yes, like I just said, when you hit that Two of Swords, you're going to have to take the action. You're going to have to do something. Ace of Wands is all about doing something. This is an opportunity from the universe, but yet it's also a gentle nudge saying like, hey, you're going to have to handle this situation. You can't ignore what's happening, but it also says like you kind of need to follow your passion. You need to, like, what do you love? What are you into? What do you want to do? Does this make you happy? If making these decisions is making you feel you've got to follow that Queen of Swords where like you really are delineating what in the heck is going on, and you've got to follow the thing that is your passion, the thing that is going to make you happy first. Because if you're not happy, you don't want to go to work, whatever, you're not going to be able to take care of all the other people you need to take care of. And you have the Knight of Swords, which I love. Knight of Swords is going to kind of play off of that Knight of Cups. Swords. Knights are bringers. They bring this energy, like kind of, they rush at you, but this is intellectual, mental agility and acuity. So while you take this action, you're going to need to use your brain, which already with that Queen of Swords, you already are well on your way to doing that, but you're going to need to make these decisions with your brain and not emotionally. And that's exactly what we had going on earlier when we were talking about the Queen of Swords. You're making the decision with your brain, not with that Knight of Cups, that emotional rush. You're making the decision here with your mental agility because you really know what's right and what's not right. You already know all these things. Now, you do have the Hanged Man, which I love because this is saying, listen, you have to look at this from each perspective so that you make the right decision. You do have to take action, but let's stop and really take a look at the options before we make a snap decision. And then the other card you get, which I love, is the King of Pentacles. And that's telling me you are absolutely going to make the right decisions because the King of Pentacles is like the boss. He runs the show. He's Pentacles are your career, money, finances. He's successful. He's in charge. He knows what's going on. He doesn't make snap decisions. Like, this is just right. So use your mental abilities. Take the actions you need to take. You can't ignore that you got stuff to do. Know where your finances are. And I will be very interested to hear what you have going on. And again, watch your moon and rising, okay? I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.